right, time to take a look at the GoGonova heat gun. Okay. Cool. So it has a fairly nice feel to it, so I really like that trigger mechanism. And it has a pretty good weight. Like, this feels like a substantial heat gun. Now this I like to see. They don't put this on many heat guns. This actually has a spot where we can hang this thing. And that's going to be important because this gets pretty hot, and if you just put this on the table, there's a chance you might melt something. So that's very good. I really like that. We got a nice thick cord with a 2-prong plug. The trigger is labeled, so we got 0, 1, and 2. So this is all the way on. This is a low setting, and this is off. Now on the back we can see this is a 15 amp. We got anywhere from 122 to 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. And we got a little triangle right here on the left side, so we can use that to mark what our setting is going to be. So it starts out as a 1, and it gives you some examples of what you could use that for. We go all the way up to a 7. The nozzle has an interesting vortex design, so it's going to kind of twist the air as it pushes out. That's not something I normally see. That's actually kind of cool. Then we also have some nozzles. So we got our charcoal starter. Very nice nozzle to have. We have a reducing nozzle, so if we want to make sure we get that air in a tighter spot, we can use that. We have a deflector, so if we want to heat something up, but we want to make sure that we don't heat up anything that's behind it, so if you're going to be working in a tight area with like hoses and that kind of thing, we can use this. We have a further reducing nozzle, so this is good for more fine-tuned work. And then we have our scraper nozzle. So this is going to be good so that you can get that heat directed right onto a wall. And then if you use a putty knife, you can scrape up paint, do that kind of thing. So lots of options for nozzles. Now I'm going to be using it just like this, and I do really like that it stands up on its own because most of the work that I do is with like heat shrink and that kind of thing. And having both of my hands free so I can put that heat shrink on is a big deal. So let's go ahead and test that. So I can see that solder starting to collapse now. And we are good. So that is what that should look like. Pretty cool. So yeah, overall, that is a fantastic tool.